Now I'm going to have, I will eat your leftist ass stuck in my head.
Oh, so good. All right, so we just watched the Alex Jones one. We're still like processing that, right?
I'm traumatized.
We got another one here for you. So similar type, TESE.
Yeah, the math. Well, if Alex Jones is doing it, so are you, so how? And I feel like a lot of people can watch a video like that and then go back to their lives and still everything becomes real. This is just you and then cranked all the way up.
Right.
So guess what? When you're feeling anxiety, nervous, panicked, whatever, 1,000%, it's just from absolute blinding self to that dark closet of your demon function.
Right, exactly. So we got another example, and this guy, Cody is his name, Whistling Diesel.
His name is Cody.
Yeah, his name is Cody. It's the same type as our son Cody, but our son Cody is Blast Last, and this guy's Sleep Last.
Right.
So the thing that I realized this week, I'm like, what is his deal? I'm like, oh, he's 24. And so we started doing the videos about 6 years ago, so he's a late teenager. So he's still like in this phase, and so he's starting to hit a thing. He's now going into a court case, like Alex Jones.
Of course.
Where he's going to start to slow down. You'll see people like doing their savers full blast until like, when do I not get away with this, right? This guy is so amazing that he can do so much stuff with things. So he's not like NTP double observing, it's SENI double observing.
Yeah.
And so it's like he like builds crazy trucks and cars and blows them up and then does another one next week, right?
Right.
And so the amount of not scared of things, like the level of double observing, right? So here's some more examples.
And this is also what we see in masculine play. So he's like ST.
Yeah, this.
Extroverted.
I'm going to drive this on your fucking lawn.
Smashing extrovertedly and, sleep last. I will not stop until somebody gets involved. That's what I see for a lot of the sleep last is someone or something has to get involved before I stop and pause.
The story is, it wasn't his fault. He wasn't.
Never is.
Just him and Alex Jones was out having a few fucking beers.
Hunt.
And they were just jet skiing, and they had this boat. I don't know what they were doing with it, but the boat just ended up sinking. I mean, it wasn't my fault.
Oh, fuck.
Me and all my rowdy friends, I don't know why the boat sank. So the boat sank, and they're dragging the dead boat back in.
Okay.
And I accidentally, it wasn't my fault. I just splashed a little water on this guy who looks like Dave Powers in 30 years. This guy's like, you know what, fuck you, kid. I'm going to call the cops, and you're going to get a ticket for this.
Yeah.
So the cops show up, and they're like, yeah, you're kind of violating some safety hazards. We're going to write you up for this ticket of, I don't know, splashing water. All right, let me play the clip. It'll give you an idea of the boating thing, which now has turned into going to court, which now Cody is just making it a bigger and bigger drama.
Okay.
Previously on Prison Break.
No, wait.
We think our boat. We think our boat.
Out there.
We think our boat.
Film your camera.
What? I just sank my boat. I'm a victim.
All right, I'm going to do a safety inspection. We cannot be spraying each other with this. You can't be spraying them with this. That's what's happening.
The cop, he's like, come on.
I didn't even know it existed. It's like my literally.
I didn't know. I didn't.
You're already in charge of Rex operations and then nobody else. It's mandatory court. You got to be in court in Smithville, Tennessee.
So I didn't know.
I didn't know. I love that. I didn't know.
I don't know why the entire tribe showed up at the courthouse and now is making the judge's life a living hell. I didn't have anything to do with that. You can't. That doesn't count.
Women scored. Why can't I?
I'm thinking about splashing.
How's it going, man? How we going? So she's with the news.
I'm with the Smithville Review. Local coverage in the Lake Tiger.
Make shirts.
Don't count any of the NF of the buildup of the entire town hating this kid.
Trump and Alex Jones are really good at that, where they have decades of abusing people, and then finally, like Twitter or the court or somebody's like, okay, I think, guys, we can catch them on this technicality, and then they'll fight to death on that one little censor. But it's like, no, it's not really about that one splashing or nothing.
Splashing.
He's like, I want you to come invite people to our boater safety course, and we could probably get like 300 people there, and in exchange for that, we'll drop all the charges. That sounds a little bit sketchy, considering if it was serious enough to warrant having a misdemeanor, that they would just randomly drop it just for me helping go to a boater safety course. Right away, I'm like, no.
Right.
I'm not going to sacrifice my morals for standing up for someone who has a full ride to college. He had a full scholarship to college, John does. Has a full scholarship to college. And they're going to give him a Class A misdemeanor.
The other guy.
So in exchange, we can just teach the boater safety course. I think there's a flawed judgment here. The fact that someone splashing some water with a jet ski might miss their ride to college because they splashed water with a jet ski.
Right.
The thinkers think that they get away with this, where they are just making up fake logic to prove what they are wanting to believe. What are they really trying to do?
Right. What are you really upset about?
What are you upset about? And what are they really upset about that you have fucked them over? And they're actually like probably trying to be nice and being like, look, if you start respecting some laws around here and getting other people to respect boating laws, then sure, we won't annihilate you. But the problem is you're not giving, you're not moving, you are not trying to see what we want. You're not actually getting yourself in our shoes.
I'm really curious to see what the general public has to say about this. The problem is that when there's misunderstandings, good people get into trouble and it can ruin their life. So just because that wouldn't ruin my life, just because I might have social media, doesn't mean that there's someone just like me who's convicted of splashing, who's gonna get a misdemeanor and miss their ride to college or whatever future they might have. So him offering me a deal to drop everything was kind of offensive, considering that there's other people that might not get a deal that are facing literal charges, a misdemeanor, for splashing water. That's literally what this is about. Splashing water.
No, it's not. Saving okay. That is what the savior functions are lying to him about.
I know.
Censor thinker. It is about splashing of water. No, you're missing all of the NF. You missed all the NF. Missed it.
DE, the other guy. Yeah. I'm not going to fight for me, but my friend got a ticket. I need to fight for him, and I got to stand on my morals and values and sensory out of context and logic, right? And so you go into the court and you're like, and you have that story. This is what we see fucking everybody doing.
Everybody doing.
So my story, and then they did, and then they, and blah, blah, and everyone's like, can you hurry up so I can go and tell my crazy story that nobody fucking believes? All right, so this is earlier where he just took his truck out and, splashed a little water. But
just splashing.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a public park. It floats! How does he do that?
Oh, the people that said, you don't make good content, it's all repetitive.
Yeah, there you go. Hi.
Oh, we're gonna take it back.
No scarred.
You got within like a foot of that last one, dude.
We made it.
That was close.
We just made it through. They said if we bumped into the bridge, they would have had like x-ray to make sure it's not cracked, just to be safe. So, really glad we didn't have to hire a bridge x-rayer today.
Yeah.
That's going land.
Really good.
I can feel it.
Just wasting so much people's time.
Look at all the masculine ST.
I mean, I think this is fun, but it's also like, dude.
That's so cool.
It is so cool. And they're like, what the fuck do we do with this guy?
Yeah, what do we do with this guy? Here's a ticket.
$70. Truck friendly.
As if they're the bad guy.
I know.
God damn, right?
So I honestly think like a lot of the stuff that he does is super cool. It's really interesting. The problem is that you're living on a planet with a bunch of people that you're scaring the shit out of.
Yeah, but you got to get your YouTube views. What are you gonna do? You got to get your views.
Agreed.
Speaking of cool, I got this clip for no reason.
Okay.
Right? It's cold, bruh. Lamborghini in the desert, bruh. I gotta clean the air filter, bruh. I'll just throw it away, get a new one, bruh.
So know your surroundings. Don't just go ahead because you're going to hit a bush, you're going to hit a crack, and you're going to total your car, you know what I'm saying, and then you're hurt. And that's what I don't know.
It's just another EJ Karening an EJ.
He got EJ'd by an EJ. Up in his fucking grill. You gotta be careful. You don't want to hit anybody. You don't want to wreck your car.
She's just EJing him, and he's just EJing for